Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the XCOM Tactical Legacy Pack. I'd be honest with you, I have some kind of mixed feelings about the decisions I made last episode. I'm very excited about having a Grenadier again, that's cool. And in general, pretty happy to be stretching out, trying a slightly different playstyle. But I have this terrible feeling that I'm definitely going to get us into a situation here where I'm going to wish I had those Mimic Beacons, and that would be... well, I guess we'll confront that when it comes. For now, let's position some soldiers up on top of some tall things. I guess I'm just gonna run all the way forward. No, hold on. Let's do this one piece at a time.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Try to avoid moving across anybody's field of vision. I suppose I could have done this a little bit more cleverly by having the Reaper be the one who runs up first, but unfortunately the Reaper was not in front, so...
I understand.
Alright, that turret is not the ideal first enemy. Here we go. I'd really love it if we could take out something that isn't the turret with our beginning violence here. So Lily, who is cool to stay on the ground? You're probably cool to stay on the ground. Why don't you move forward on these guys? Let's try to establish a position from which we can do some good combat here. Unfortunately, I really wish I could move to there. It sucks that I am one space short. If I move Lily first, maybe I'll be able to do that? I'm not sure that she's actually bending the path, but... nope, she wasn't. Well, we can run to here. I guess that's pretty safe. I'm trying to, remember, I'm trying to hold a position that'll be good if they walk this way, and that'll be good if they walk this way. And this position's pretty unexciting if they decide to move in that direction. But I didn't want to take up, over here behind the fence and have them walk, to here and see him, and... you know, I want to get the drop on them, if at all possible. You should definitely go up on this roof. Well, maybe not. The thing is, I want all of these units to be in places where they can't see the turret, right?
I run.
So that when we do engage, we don't also have to fight the turret. So anybody who goes up on the roof is probably just going to have to come back down. Ah, that's a shame. I was really hoping they were just going to walk down the street toward us. We may just have to deal with the turret.
It's a good thing this interceptor showed up on the scans when it did. After the malfunction, I wasn't sure how I'd explain the missing chair to Central. He's been dead set on having it ready for when the commander returns. At first I thought he was being sentimental, but now I'm not so sure. You don't think...
huh. Did Bradford have some extra advanced information he wasn't letting people in on? You know, given the position of that turret and the position of our guys, I'm wondering if it's going to be possible at all for us to do this without pulling the turret. I don't really want to fight the turret at first. Alright, let's assume that we're going to have to do this in a way that does involve fighting the turret. What is the best possible position for our troops? Gathered up here against that thing, I think.
Moving quickly.
Alright, so we're going to reverse course. I'm going to put you up here. I'm going to try not to stress too much about the loss of points, because I do care about our score, but I'm trying not to care about our score to such a degree that it gets any of us killed.
Time to motor.
You can afford to move to here.
Order, Commander.
But I don't think I want to do anything else. I want that guy in a position where he's not blocking the approach of other people.
double time?
As right now it is the case that we can't see these people from this position, but I may be able to, depending on how they move, we may be able to see them after their next turn. We've picked up the remote start ability, which allows us to just blow up something in the environment that can blow up, like a car. That could potentially be useful. It's going to kind of depend on them.
Fortune comes naturally.
If they walk toward that car... Okay, this is also fine. Please don't walk far enough to see my ranger. Okay, this is actually kind of great. Okay, stop moving, stop walking. Okay.
I thought I'd be doing this op on my
Very
own.
nearly.
Amazingly, I had more than enough volunteers before I made it out the door. I can only assume it's out of respect for the commander. You don't think they came out here for my sake, do you?
Let's see. Grappling hook forward to a pretty crouching position. I'm just trying to figure out, like, if we throw the grenade right now, what does the rest of that turn look like? We're actually not in a terrible position to do combat here. We could try Haywire Protocol to, like, turn off the turret or even the robot guy. This is a really good grenade position. I like it a lot. But mostly what we have to do here is figure out if there's anybody who I think should be on Overwatch when we pop the ambush. I think the answer is no. If there was anybody, it would be the Grenadier, I suppose. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody that we want to be on Overwatch. Let's just throw the grenade and see how it goes. Throw this in such a way that I do not destroy my own cover.
Frag out!
Man, I can't wait till we get the first level upgraded grenades. Okay. That was cool. Viper just ran through a fire for no reason. It's very helpful to me. So, if I take up this position, I definitely have some good flank shots. I'm also out in the open. So let's hold off on that for a second. I could have one of you drop down and just ventilate those guys. Actually, as it is now, the turret's not active. It can't see any of us. I could drop Lily down to here. It's tough, though. Like, I kind of want to save Lily for later in the turn, because she may be called upon to just combat protocol the robot. So yeah, let's have Lily go later. Am I going to commit you to a fairly dangerous position just so that you can get 2 shots off? I kind of want to. Now that we have the dragon rounds and everything, like, that could be a lot of meaningful damage. Are these the only tiles I can grappling hook to? Huh. According to this, I don't have vision of both of these enemies. That's weird. I can see the Codex, but not the Viper. Well, I suppose I don't really need to be able to see the Viper. I'd like to be able to see the Viper.
I take a new approach.
I'm gonna go for this. This is a little bit aggressive, and it makes it very, very important that I not screw this up. Oh no, I can totally see the Viper. The target preview is just not totally accurate. Let's see, I could shoot at the Viper and then wrath myself down to the ground level, but I'm not sure where it'll actually pull me to, and it's not showing me. If it pulled me into this position so I have a good high cover, that would be awesome. Alright, I'm gonna take a shot at the Viper here. The Viper's not currently going to die. Okay. Now it will burn to death. But now I can just shoot at this guy. 50% chance to crit. It's pretty hard. I don't know if this unit is fireproof or not. If I wrath, there's a chance I end up in cover. If I go for this weapon shot, I'm gonna go for the weapon shot. That's a really good crit.
My weapon is almost depleted.
Okay. So now we're pretty all in on having to destroy the robot, but I think it's probably pretty doable. So from this position right here, you can see the robot. And, like, we have to finish it off, but, like, we totally can finish it off. And this does not expose me to the turret. We're already in have to finish it off mode. Okay, minimum damage. Pretty disappointing, but Lily is guaranteed the kill. And then we just have this this guy run over here and shoot half of that codex to death. Do I want a combat protocol? Because I could just run to a position where I have a shot, right? I don't want to run to here because that does make the turret able to shoot at us on my turn. I'm just thinking with the kind of advantage we have here, it's probably not actually necessary for me to spend a limited resource like combat protocol. I'm just going to move to a pretty vulnerable position because we already have people in vulnerable positions. This isn't like increasing the likelihood that my team will take damage. They're going to have so few attacks available on their turn, you know? See, this is showing... Okay, that's showing no vulnerability.
My life is in your hands.
Ah, that's a shame.
We can no longer hide.
Oh, burning doesn't always do the same amount of damage. I thought it was 2 to 3. Because we've seen it do mostly 3 damage, right? But apparently it is 1 to 3. So that's not great. The Viper's going to get a real turn. The good news is the Viper can't do anything other than shoot at us. The bad news is we put a bunch of people... I put a bunch of people in positions where they could be shot. I really thought he was going to die. I thought our turn was just going to be the psionic bomb. Well...
When Dad was around, I was just Lily. Now these people are calling me Chief. It feels like a lot. Hell, it is a lot. At least you're not in Pygon's shoes, Lily. It's gonna be a while before anyone can trust a former Advent brain doctor. Myself included.
The good news is, still burning. Will definitely die on the coming turn. So we can just fall back and reload.
Reloading. Loading fresh ammo.
I'm not 100% sure that these positions are outside the storm. I guess we know this one is. So if the storm is actually like a pretty much square or even semicircular area, like the larger grenades, these 2 tiles should actually be safe. And this tile is reveals the turret. We know that. So I think I'm cool here. Yeah.
Locked and definitely loaded.
You may as well also reload. And then we may as well take the shot. Do you have a stock? Okay. Yeah, we may as well take the shot. No sense not doing it. That might have been worth 100 points, too. I'm not sure when the early bird bonus goes down, whether it's at the beginning of their turn or at the beginning of mine.
Pilot seat. To think we're going through all of this for a chair. A sophisticated chair capable of about 42 trillion calculations a second, but a chair nonetheless.
I mean, that is a pretty good chair. Alright, now that we have no other enemies left, let's just do this thing real fast.
That armor's tough.
That armor is fairly tough. I don't know, could be tougher, I guess.
I go. I await their approach. Darkness is my domain.
Let's go ahead and ghost up and get back to scouting.
No time to spare.
We have to be a little bit more careful with this guy now that I've very nearly gotten him murdered. Due to not remembering how much damage fire does. Okay, there we go. This right here is exactly the kind of thing that I was saving our charges for. So I don't think I'm going to move Lily forward at all, because I'm going to try to keep our guys together. The unstealthed ones, anyway. Also, I was kind of hoping those dudes would just patrol toward me.
Give to see one of these in the sky again. Given the shortage of parts and people, I don't see that being a reality anytime soon. Advent owns the skies. We get the Avenger up and running again, though, and I promise that will change.
Where's that pilot seat? Where even am I? Okay, it's over this way. I'm not sure I actually do want you to move. But now that we have vision on those guys, we can tell from the target preview when we'll be able to see them. And thus when they will be able to see us. So we do know how far forward we can move safely. Probably not going to be able to engage them from this rooftop.
I shoot whatever moves, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I do wish she would stop oversimplifying my very important role in our tactics like that, but... in an important and very real sense, she's not wrong. She is just supposed to shoot whatever moves.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Moving out! Overwatch!
Alright, come on, and patrol back down toward us. Alright, this is perfect. That is also pretty perfect. Alright, now there's a chance that one of them will run to a position where they will reveal the Reaper, which I would prefer not happen. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It would just be a little bit less than ideal. That hitting would have been really cool. I would love it for this. I would love for this guy not to have as much armor as he currently has.
No one said anything to me about it, but I know this is all on me. I am Raymond Shen's kid. I don't get to make these kinds of mistakes. Not anymore. Not when he's not here to fix them. I can do better. I will do better. Time I earned my spot here.
You know, this turned from a funny story about haha, she accidentally ejected a chair, into something, like, kind of serious? In a way that I actually really like. Taking, like, a sort of a less consequential moment, like, oops, we ejected the pilot seat, that's embarrassing. And turning it into something significant, because it is something significant to the character, if not in the overall scheme of things. That's really neat. Alright, I'm not that worried about the shield bearer. Let's focus up on Robot Man. Absolutely beautiful. Minimum damage, but, you know, beautiful-ish. Let's have Lily go later. She may well... This may well be a position where we want to use combat protocol.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good odds to hit you, fairly good odds to crit. And, like, if we don't get the kill here, this guy's not really very dangerous, as far as enemies go. Alright, so what does that leave you at? 4 health? 3 health. I think we can probably make this work. So I'm going to move Lily up. Right, I don't think I want to have you just walk. I could jump up to the chimney here. That runs a risk of showing us a new pack of enemies, but it gives us a position where we will definitely kill this guy. Could I justice him instead? It's not super likely to work. I can't get to a position where he won't have low cover. And I assume Wrath is the same attack roll. Alright, well, Lily can safely move to here, because she's not blocking anybody else. That's a 94% chance for a kill, versus a 100% chance. But this is a limited resource. I'm going to take this. I think we have enough tools left over, and few enough packs remaining on the map, that we can probably afford to spend a combat protocol here. And then the question is, do we go for the rooftop move, or do I just attempt a justice? If I'm going to try this, I guess I may as well take the shot first, even though this is pretty unlikely to work. It's absolutely free, so we go for it, and if it happens, it's awesome, and if it doesn't happen, then we still have justice to go after it, and if that doesn't work, we can still rectify the problem with the Reaper. Like, this is a plan with a lot of fail-safes. Okay, It is true that your weapon ammunition is low. Let's fix that.
I am on the move.
Yeah, let's take up a little bit of a raised position
I
here.
go where you tell me. Their clumsy patrol is moving.
What do we have there? There's a Muton. Okay. That's a pack we can definitely kill. Where is the Grenadier relative to those guys? Alright, we're pretty... Actually, we're not that far out of grenade range. But I'm certainly not going to be able to fire a grenade without moving in on them. This, however... This might be the opportunity for us to use the Claymore. Yeah, our remote start capabilities are pretty bad, but the Claymore is pretty good. I think, actually, though, what we want to do, given everybody's current ammo levels, is just take a turn to reload here, and then we'll go and get into that combat. It's possible they'll walk into us and I'll lose my super tight grouping here, but I think I'd rather take this chance and try to set up a little bit better.
Moving to designated coordinates. Ready to go.
As you order. I stand ready.
No one will cross.
Good copy. Moving on target. It's killing time.
Alright, so here we actually don't want them to patrol far enough forward to pull. Okay, that's awesome. They stood still. That actually could not have gone better. So throwing the Claymore and detonating the Claymore both do not reveal.
Patience.
So our unit that is in considerable danger here can do this nice and safely. Do I want to do remote start? Okay, I cannot remote start the Claymore. I do have to shoot it with a normal shot. It's hard to think that that's wrong, though, right? Like, that's a pretty good outcome. So that's going to wake them up, but it doesn't reveal the Reaper. Yeah, the Reaper's still in shadow. Pretty good wake-up shot. Okay, so you have an advanced stock, right? So 2 damage on a miss. Which means this Lancer is actually already dead. And then we can just use a grenade to kill the Muton. We still have that guy to worry about, too. What if I just use my frag grenade? Be careful to throw this in far enough that it doesn't compromise the structure that our ghost is sitting on. How big is the explosion on the proximity mine? It's pretty large, right? We could lob a proximity mine in there. Unfortunately, in their current positions, I'm not certain that they will move very much, and we can't get all 3 of them with it anyway. Combat Protocol is 4 damage now. So we could move Lily up and get Combat Protocol off on the officer. Potentially, right? Yeah, 4 health. So then it's just a matter of somebody doing 3 damage to this Muton, and we have a couple of we get a couple of attempts at that. Also, I can probably... That's unfortunate. That's like, that is the position I need to be in. Although I guess I could go right here, since we know we're going to clear this pack anyway.
A useful aid.
Yeah, I feel comfortable with that. Let's just show this guy who's boss. And then I'm going to take this shot, because if this works, we get to save our combat protocol.
Their service is over.
Do love skirmishers.
Heading there now. Good riddance.
You know, if you fire enough projectiles with steady enough aim, something's gonna kind of land, at the very least.
Closing on target position now.
Alright, so there's at least one enemy pack left, because we did not get an objective completion. But we can get the pilot seat this turn, probably. No? Can she still not see that?
Moving as ordered. I've spotted an alien control objective.
You don't know
Okay.
how relieved I was to see that chair.
We have every reason to believe this might be the last pack. Those numbers make sense to me.
I will reposition.
Okay, she still can't get the scan from here. I'm gonna not have her move forward, I think. If I move forward to here, I may or may not see those enemies as I'm moving in. So let's not go that far forward.
Moving to designated position. Affirmative, covering now.
I will move. I am watching.
Doing my best to get everybody into a position where they might have cover and a shot, in case things move forward.
Moving to Overwatch.
And we actually still have both of our big, impressive grenadier grenades left. I think this is going really well. They didn't move at all.
That's affirmative.
I want to be able to move forward and immediately fire a grenade at them, so I think I'm going to slow roll one more turn here.
I'm on it.
Moving to Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Oh wait, I should probably reload.
I must reload. It is under my watch.
Do I want you to move forward, or yeah, the Reaper could be getting into a place where you can establish a flank, I suppose.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
Where do I think they're going to patrol to? I guess it doesn't really matter unless they patrol directly on top of him, right? Because when they see us, they're going to respond by taking cover against all the units that are visible to them, which does not mean the Reaper. So we might get lucky and have one of them run into a position where they're already flanked.
Position confirmed.
Now, let's see if this pulls them. Okay, Viper first. I'm a little worried about that. I really wanted to fire a grenade that was going to handle a bunch of these guys, but I'm concerned that the seat is in that area. Why don't we do a little bit of this? I don't imagine we're going to be able to destroy the shield bearer's cover. We're going to have other people deal with the snake. What if I threw out the proximity mine? I guess the codex isn't gonna... Yeah, the codex isn't gonna move anyway.
Frag out.
Proximity mine is unlikely to have much more effect than the grenade here. And the grenade has its effect on my turn, which potentially allows me to get some kills if it dynamically reshapes cover. I figured it wasn't going to destroy that, but I need to give it a chance. Okay, let's talk about you. What kind of shot do you have? You are considered to have a flank on the sectoid now, which I don't actually care very much about. I don't know that this is actually helpful. Oh, we could Wrath the Justice the Priest out of his cover, and then shoot him to finish him off. Which, I mean, finish him off. It's going to trigger his autostasis, but still, I think that's pretty good. Ah, that's a shame.
I must improve.
Do I want to just take the shot at him, or... I could wrath myself over there. That seems awfully dangerous. Maybe, yeah, I think we just try to get lucky with this shot, because I'm really not that worried about the sectoid. Okay, like, actually extremely happy about that. Now, it would be a bad idea for me to remote start forklift. Okay, it won't even let me do that. So this could be what you do. We have 4 to 5 guaranteed damage there. I think Lily's turn is combat protocol on the snake, then. She needs to be in a position where she has vision of the snake, though. Alright, Lily plus the Reaper gets us the snake kill. The priest is going to burn into stasis at the beginning of his turn, I think. Ah, that's a shame. He'll be alright. He'll be alright.
On my way.
So now we have this really, really clean shot on the sectoid, or we could take like a pretty bad shot against the codex. I don't even know that it helps to hit the codex right now. Let's just put you away.
Nailed it.
One less thing to have to worry about. So that'll trigger your autostasis. And then the Codex is going to probably teleport somewhere and throw up the Psionic Bomb. But our troops are not grouped up enough for that to be terribly debilitating. Yeah, like this should allow a pretty good shotgun shot. Although I wish you did have, wish you had run and gun. Oh, it does not allow a good shotgun shot. Okay, interesting. Well, I'm going to Wrath this thing, because that's a 99% chance to deal 6 damage. And it moves me out of the Psionic Bomb. Stunned 0. Interesting. Doesn't really make much sense to do anything other than reload and move with you. Lily can move and... She can move and reload. She can move and do the mission objective, but we're not really in a hurry to do the mission objective. We could throw a grenade in such a way that it wouldn't quite kill our unit. I mean, the Reaper has no kind of shot, right? Even moving to here. Well, actually, that's a 50%. Yeah, alright, take it. Okay, it's kind of what I figured.
Must have picked up.
Yep, I'm sure that's what happened.
A resupply.
Alright, I think I'm going to have the Grenadier move and then drop the proximity grenade near the priest. Just in case he decides to come to life and get any smart ideas. Although it's also possible he will unstasis and immediately die to burn damage. God, I wish you had run and gun. Run and gun would solve this problem. 94% chance to do 4 to 6 damage with a 10% crit chance is not a great ability to kill here, but a hit would guarantee that a carefully placed grenade could finish the Codex off. Okay, good enough for me. So then you, like, reload. You throw a very, very carefully placed grenade to make sure the Codex doesn't get another turn. And I'm going to try that proximity mine. We're going to just be very careful with how we throw it so that we don't damage the forklift or any of our teammates. I don't know what order the effects process in. It's possible that the burn damage will happen and then the stasis will clear, so this might actually be necessary. And we couldn't move and reload and go into Overwatch. Okay. That was pretty good. The very muted explosion effect there was good for the ragdoll. Okay, well that was pretty clean, except for the part where I got one of our guys shot because I didn't remember how much damage burning did. But hey, he lived, barely. That counts. And once again, didn't bother to do the hack until the mission was basically already over. Oh well.
We got the chair scanned and made it out alive. This could have gone a lot differently. I won't ever forget that. I got the seat scanned and assembled the replacement good as new. Possibly better. The bridge crew and staff never seemed to notice, though I did hear Central say something about the cup holder somehow getting moved to the wrong side.
So, this is, I think, very bad, replacing all of our good, fancy new rounds with the vests that I don't really care for. And this is a little bit more exciting. I don't love replacing the frag grenade with the EMP bomb. These are both... I kind of wish I could choose neither here, to be perfectly honest with you. But the flashbang grenades have their uses. I'm sad about the loss of 2 frag grenades. But I think losing our rounds would be a bigger loss, especially the Skirmisher's Dragon rounds. Yeah. Alright, capacitor discharge is a thing where the gremlin moves forward and shoots electricity at people. That's pretty cool. Whiplash, I believe, is a free attack on like a 4-turn cooldown. Hollow targeting is wonderful. We picked up a sharpshooter. Sharpshooter with not really any skills. But hey, plasma grenades for everybody. That's a big deal. 260,000 for gold. Yeah, we're probably on track for that, right?
Chief Engineer's log, day 100. This is big, real big. A recon drone just ID'd a crashed alien scout. That's right, alien scout. Now the AI on those things is beyond state-of-the-art. It also happens to be the same system that originally piloted the Avenger. If I could clone the system, bring it back here and modify it, I could get the main computer back online. Just before Central kills me for trying something so reckless and stupid.
Oh, we're doing this without Central's knowledge.
Scout, salvage any useful alien.
Oh no, we're cool. Everything's fine.
Hell out. Fast. His words, obviously. Potentially evil alien AI operating systems fall within that description, so hey, I'm still following orders, right?
Okay, this is sort of on orders. That's good enough for me. So this pack is a little concerning. The red robots are certainly dangerous. Let's get into position to make the thing happen next turn. Definitely need to get the sniper to a place with a clear shot. Yeah, man, easy for you to say. I really don't like the EMP grenade. Like, against the cover-destroying power of a frag grenade, it just seems a little weak.
Getting it done.
And also, she already has blue screen rounds, so she's already plenty good at fighting robots. EMP grenade seems like overkill. I guess we'll just move you to here. I'd like to be a little closer, but maybe we can grappling hook to something. Also, man, look at how much health we have now, as our armor keeps getting upgraded.
An alien patrol.
Really, I have vision of that?
Artificial intelligence is a bit of a misnomer. This thing's just as much organic as it is artificial. The nav system alone has more in common with the nervous system of an octopus than a computer. And as for tactical, well, it's very aggressive. Almost lost an eye the last time I tried to interface with one of those things.
Okay, this is very promising. So let's start the fight. I'm gonna definitely throw a grenade in here, although... Man, who still has a good grenade? This might even be a grenadier grenade situation, because they're kind of spread out. But once we've done that, they're going to run to cover. There's some chance that they'll run to this truck for cover, and that could be very good for us. I just have to avoid destroying the truck so that we can use it for remote starting. I think this is pretty strong, and we're not going to have anybody go into Overwatch because everybody has good active abilities we might want to use. This is a reasonable ambush. I maybe should have moved the Reaper. Oh, no, I certainly should have moved the Reaper. Yeah, that was a mistake. Because if they run... They may well run into a position where they can see the Reaper if they try to use that same tree for cover. And if the Reaper gets revealed right now... Yep, this is bad. Oh, he's somehow not revealed. If he gets revealed right now, it would pop this pack too. So we need to start this turn by moving the Reaper away from the enemies... and then doing remote start, because it's going to be hilarious. Let's move you to here where you can't see or be seen by a lot of those guys. And then remote start does not reveal the Reaper. So, I do believe this is the one. Right, this only hurts the, yeah, the shield. I don't care about that guy.
Enjoy the show.
Strategic use of cover. Well, this is going to be pretty easy. Alright, we have Death from Above, which was not showing up on the skills screen at the end of the mission there, so that's a thing to note. Let's try to put this guy away real fast. Okay, and then... So Whiplash is only usable once per mission, but is an attack that doesn't cost an action. I think we're going to save it here. We got through the dangerous part of this pack pretty effectively already. I don't really care about the shield bearer that much. The Advent Officer is considerably more dangerous. Could we maybe land a Justice on you? Well, it's more likely to hit than the shot is, and even though it's not going to kill, it will set up a real easy kill for somebody else. Ah, that's a shame. That would have been really nice. Alright. Sniper. Yeah, high cover's pretty good. Oh, hey, you have Phantom, that's right. Well, I don't think I'm going to be making much use of that here. I can't run forward enough to actually kill that guy with like an easy flank shotgun shot or a sword strike, though, if I don't want to pull this pack this same turn. So how am I going to deal with this dude? Capacitor Discharge does 5 to 8 damage in a pretty large area, and it does more damage to robots. I think we should probably save this. The situation we are in now I don't think calls for this. I'm going to have Lily go last, because she may be able to combat protocol that guy out. I'm just going to run up here. I'm going to sacrifice the Phantom mode. We have somebody who can scout ahead already. North of 50% may as well be 100, right? That's what I've learned from XCOM. That truck full of explosives was really bad cover. Who could have predicted this?
I'm on it.
And then Lily can just take cover behind this big flaming wreck.
Close here.
Rebuilding a VAT-bred operating system from scratch is beyond me. For now. But my theory is that I can duplicate some of the networks using fiber optics on the Avenger. Still, I'd need to brush up on my alien neurobiology first. Or talk to Tygan. Maybe I should just let Central kill me now instead.
Wow, she really doesn't like Tygan. Having a conversation with that guy is as bad as being killed. I'm going to be very careful on our approach because I do not want to reveal us this turn. I want to get close and then reveal us soon after. Okay, in this position, I think I'm seeing the... Oh, no, okay. 3 of those dudes are squad sight, but 1 of them is actual vision, and that would reveal us. So you need to move to a safer position than that. It's unfortunate, because obviously we can't move forward and fire in the same turn with this unit. But, this is what we're going to have to deal with until they give me access to grappling hooks. Oh, you have free reloads. I guess we'll just do pistol overwatch then. You probably don't want to move. You probably can't really move. We could re-stealth this unit, I guess.
Good to go.
I'm not sure I want to use this yet.
Closing on target position now.
Yes, Commander. Reloading weapon.
Moving to Overwatch.
So they haven't moved yet.
See here.
You're fine, you big
One
babies.
thing Dad and Central have in common, it's their distrust of anything alien. I'm still amazed Central let Tygan on the ship. Still, if he's open to using Tygan's knowledge against Advent, I don't see why I can't do the same with their tech. Granted, Tygan's not a lab-grown hybrid supercomputer comprised of the DNA of at least 9 alien species. But then again, can we be sure?
Do I just want to do this? Thinking this may be the time to just blow stuff up and then run in. We've already spent our big grenade. Yeah, this is a pretty good shrapnel situation. Or a pretty good claymore situation, rather. And make sure I'm throwing this to a position I'm able to see.
The trap is set.
So we don't have a repeat of last time where it just disappeared and nobody could shoot it. And hey, look at that. What do you know? He can't shoot it. But it's right there, man. Alright, that's really crummy. Well, I have to try to move to a position where I can see that. So everybody else just stay put for a minute.
Come get some.
Vigilance.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Scanning.
I stand ready.
We'll just sit here and be ready in case they decide to patrol toward us, and if they do, I'm going to be really mad about the loss of the Claymore.
Genetic manipulations as he was our willingness to follow down their path. He once told me the scariest thing he ever saw was the look in Dr. Valin's eyes the first time she performed an autopsy on one of them. He often wondered what work she would have produced if the commander hadn't been keeping her in check. I hope we never find out.
I get it. I get that reference. I see where she's going with that. Okay, apparently we can blow that up. That's good to know. But I think this is the move. This might cause one of them to run forward and take cover on the other side of the sandbags, but apparently that won't reveal him. They have to get actually adjacent to him. So I think this should be a pretty good start to fighting this pack.
I have almost no way.
I think the Berserker's mad. This might be a reveal. Nope, okay. Because he has cover against it. I think it's not. Alright, well. That guy put himself in a little bit of a position. Boy, that is a goofy looking rifle. Alright, he failed to get the kill, but he did make it a lot easier for everybody else to get the kill, which I really appreciate. One of those situations where I really wish the target preview worked correctly on the grapples. So who else is really dangerous in this pack? Nobody. It would be cool if you didn't live, but nobody's really dangerous. It would be kind of nice if Lily could combat protocol that codex away so we just don't have to even think about it anymore. Unfortunately, from here she can't see it. This is not actually a dangerous position if we kill the Muton.
I will move.
I think we should be able to get this Muton. Really, only a 59%. Huh. Well, I definitely don't want to Wrath out there. This might be Whiplash time. Although maybe I want to save it for a situation where it's more likely to work. I'm just going to take the 59% shot. Alright, we got there. That means Lily's safe to move up here, and I do think this is worth doing. Let's just not have to deal with the thing we know he's going to do, because it's annoying. I do feel like the camera could maybe follow the actual attack that's happening there, instead of just staring at the specialist the whole time. You can't get there without running through a fire.
That's affirmative.
So how much do I care about this priest? I think I care about this guy more. We do only have 2 attacks left. I'm not certain we kill him in either case. He has a lot of health. But I do think it's worth going for. Okay, max damage. That's nice. Obviously, this is not ideal range for the shotgun. God, I wish you had run and gun. I don't want to just leave him in the open, though. So the priest still does have the ability to shoot him. He could make this position that he has a flank on. In fact, no, he'll have the flank on this position. If I'm flanking him from here, he's flanking me from there. So, that being the case, maybe it does make more sense just to run forward, get a little bit closer, and get the shot.
Roger that.
I'm way less likely to be killed by a random "you are flanked" crit than I was during the last mission. We have much better armor now. And this has a 43% crit chance, so 43% chance to kill outright, plus about a third chance to kill just from normal damage. Yeah, alright, the Talon rounds get it done. So now all that's left is this one priest, and I think he might run. Yeah. Oh, he's only halfway running. Oh, a stasis. Wow, that is not at all threatening. That's just the wrong move. Okay.
Central is different. It's not fear or distrust of the aliens, just pure hatred. He blames the aliens for all we've lost. And who can blame him? But his anger has made him short-sighted. I just hope he sees reason when I tell him what I'm really doing here. And that his pistol is well out of reach. Somehow I expected the terminal to be different, but nope. Standard alien stuff.
Sorry, did she imply there that she thinks he might shoot her for having done this? That's a little extreme. Alright, the reason I wanted to move this guy up to here was to scout and see if there are any enemy pods over there so that I know if it's safe to run forward. I was thinking we might have range to grappling hook up here. We totally might. I'm going to try to move as close to that surface as possible. There we go. This is the shot I want.
Weapon depleted.
Grappling hooks are pretty alright.
Give me a minute.
We have some people move up and just get in Overwatch mode so as to not let this thing escape.
Covering now.
I'm debating about the value of a single move into a pistol Overwatch versus a double move trying to take up a heightened position next turn. I think I'd rather just go for the double move here.
On the move.
God, I wish you had just, like, a run and gun. Run and gun's so good.
On Overwatch.
I'd love to run. I'd love to sprint into an Overwatch here. You better be really careful about how you do this. Also, the burn didn't wear off, so I guess even if he got away here, he probably just burned to death on his next turn.
Cloning this AI means going against everything my father stood for. It means going behind the back of my commanding officer, probably the best man I know. But this is a war. And we're not going to win this one without paying a heavy price. Funny, Central said those exact words to me the day we buried Dad.
I like the fact that her justification for why she should disobey her superior officer is, this is a war. Why, I can hardly think of any better time to disobey the chain of command. Okay. That's a serious-ish pack, and we have burned a lot of our really big initiation resources, which is a little bit unfortunate. The good news is we're way ahead of the scan timer. Okay, those are both squad site. It's a little hard to tell, but if they're squad site, there's a little marker at the bottom right of the icon. Those are both squad site visions, so this shouldn't reveal us. Okay, cool. How far forward can you move without ruining everything? Pretty far, actually.
Go, go, go!
Oh, apparently that pulled despite the fact that there was no vision anywhere in there? That's curious. Well, that's really bad, actually. Like, hugely bad. Yeah, they're all gonna get attacks off because we got a little bit misinformed there. Okay, well, what do I do? Having this guy attack in this situation is probably suicide. So I think what I do is drop in behind them. Maybe I want to stay up here. But I definitely just want to be in a position where I can make trouble next turn, right? It's probably safe for me to move up. This guy's not going to back off. Where's the... there's no climbing surface over here? Yeah, I think it's safe for me to move to this position. And we're just going to get totally wrecked here. Okay, blazing pinions. Not actually all that bad. Better than him just running up and meleeing somebody for 15.
Position flight!
This is bad, though.
Get here!
And now that that soldier's cover is destroyed... Okay, Sectoid chooses to double move. Curious maneuver. That's very annoying. So, let's figure this out. Of course, the Blazing Pinions is going for the sniper. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? I have a remote start that has no effect. We need to somehow kill that shield bearer to get rid of all this extra health. You know what, Lily's got to go for a Haywire Protocol. I don't think we actually have a choice. So she moves to here, which is definitely outside of Blazing Pinion range. I could just do a capacitor overcharge thing, but actually, that can't hit you. I mean, we could just ignore him. Just accept that 3 points of damage is coming off of this thing. But it'll really hurt the robot, presumably. I don't actually know how much bonus damage the robot will take. This doesn't do anything toward dealing with the, Archon, though.
Taking control.
We can check the percentages on the hack without actually committing to an action. So let's do that real quick. If we go for control and it doesn't work, we probably are going to have people die. That's a real concern. I think we have to go for the shutdown, though. We would have gotten the control. Well, I think we made the right decision with the information we had there. The control would have been a big move, but I'm concerned that like the potential downside was too great, and the likelihood of that downside was also too great. Alright, so you have to run to somewhere else. You run over here to threaten this guy. We can just try to get through his health and take the shield off everybody that way. The Archon... No, the Archon's far enough away that it did not get the bonus health. I'm not really afraid of the Sectoid. This guy's shut down for a second. I think focusing on the shield bearer for the moment does make sense. What if I wanted to kill the Archon, though? Like, is there... Yeah, we should probably try to kill the Archon. Okay, so... Grenadier goes first on that. You're gonna back off.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
And then we take the shot on the Archon to establish the holo targeting. And I mean, there's not a not insignificant chance that we actually hit. That would be cool. Please hit. Did not hit.
Shot wide.
Okay, but now we got the holo targeting off. The Archon's definitely the most dangerous unit on the field too, so this really is the right move. Alright, then we gotta... I mean, I think this is the turn where we go for it, right? Okay, one hit. Get that 0 in effect, and now we go for the Whiplash. Ah. Stupid dodge. You know, it's just a chance for attacks that hit to not hit. Okay, so I think you're actually dead now, right? 1 health and burning? Yes, it is visibly burning. Okay, so now we are focused on this guy. Well, let's take this shot. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, Sniper's got to move, but the Sniper can move to a safe-ish position and then just throw a grenade. We have plasma grenades now, so I think the kill's not guaranteed here, right? I think the grenade's 4 to 5 damage, but the kill's possible at least. Nope, got the minimum. Alright. Well, once again, I know I've said it every turn so far, but man, I wish you had running gun. So unfortunately, there's a pretty limited number of spaces here where we have distance from the Blazing Pinions and also decent cover. I'm going to run him to right here. Because remember, the Sectoid's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm not 100% sure that this is safe, though. I think this Blazing Pinion is only... Yeah. I guess I'm going to run him to here, and if the Sectoid has the flank shot for the kill, then it has it. But I think stopping here might get me hit by the Pinions. Now, let's be done with you. So that stripped the extra 3 points of health from these two. This skirmisher has really been, like, extremely crucial. Okay, so he does have the flank shot. He went for it, he got the hit, wasn't a big deal. A crit could have been very dangerous. Alright, now we gotta focus on this robot before it wakes up. Alright, unfortunately a lot of the cover was destroyed by those Pinions. Okay, I think that's pretty good. That's gonna... Oh, you can't see the robot. Well, shoot. How much damage is this thing gonna do? Only 5? You have 8 health? So this shot isn't necessarily a kill either. Alright, hold on. Well, let's take this shot because it's free. Actually, do I want to throw a grenade first? You have the ability to throw grenades without ending your turn, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to throw grenades, strip the last point of armor, and do a little bit of damage here, and then put a little bit more damage out. Apparently I can't do this without affecting the tree, but it's fine. the Ranger's gonna move anyway, so.
The light has left them. Ammunition depleted.
Alright, does it make sense for the Ranger to... Yeah, we're not gonna get a flank without... Or we're not gonna get a flank. So the sword attack is a 96% chance to... it doesn't even kill on hit necessarily. But it puts us in a pretty good position on hit. It does mean that I can't use the explosive, so I guess actually what I should probably do is just shoot that explosive. And now, the Ranger has the easiest shot in the world. And then Lily gets to scan the thing and we get out of here. Sorry, you should probably at least move forward to cover. See, that's what it looks like when you shoot somebody.
Draining ammo fast.
There was no one left defending the ship. We just had to get close enough to clone the AI. Let's see how their encryption holds up.
And once again, hey, who needs hack rewards, right?
Right up my alley.
Alright, apparently I need to be a little bit more careful about lines of sight.
Intact, along with a copy of the alien nav system. We may just get this ship airborne yet.
But, you know, that probably at least served as a good example of why I'm careful about moving.
When it came to making the most of the available resources.
Alright, very, very hard to take stat points over people getting hook shots. Or, rather, grappling hooks. And then, of course, there's the exosuit on the Grenadier, which is going to give us access to a rocket launcher. Like, yes, we're taking this. I love grappling hooks. Who doesn't love grappling hooks? Alright, we get some new weapons on people. We got that rocket launcher. Chain shot is cool. I don't know what Soul Harvest is, but that sounds exciting. And Killzone. Of course, I love Killzone. Yeah, we're on track for a gold. Remember, like, escalating points, because there's going to be more and more enemies each mission, and more difficult enemies.
Chief Engineer's log, day 141. Took a while, but we finally got the AI operational. I have to admit, I couldn't have done it without Tygan. The man has an uncanny talent for reconfiguring network pathways. Not to mention scarfing down Advent burgers. But don't ask me where he's getting them from. Just like that, our communications relay tripled in efficiency and range.
I wish.
Just in time to pick up the transmission. Apparently, some sort of black market trader stumbled across one of our lost Sky Rangers and is auctioning off parts to the highest bidder. Part of her haul includes a working communications module, meaning whoever gets their hands on it will have direct access to our network. I intend on making sure that person is us. Unfortunately for our trader, an Advent surveillance drone picked up on her little auction. Advent isn't known for their fair negotiating tactics, so she's on the run. She's willing to hand over the console for safe passage out of here. Still can't believe Central agreed to her terms. He must be going soft.
To be clear, still can't believe Central agreed to her terms is Lily saying, man, I really thought he would order us to just shoot her and take the stuff. The word rescue is sort of in quotation marks here. Also, that Advent, I know a lot of the Advent burger stuff is just like, haha, it's funny, the Advent burgers. But like, for real, if this dude just like always has food that he couldn't be getting from the ship, I would be a little bit more concerned about that. That seems like a security problem to me. Anyway, with those two very successful missions, where I definitely got our troops shot, but only a little tiny bit, under our belt, that's going to be it for us for today. So thank you all so much for watching, and come back next time when we quote-unquote rescue this black market trader. And we'll see you then.